Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 15th to the 21st. This is for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Sagittarius, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it offers a lot more depth to your reading. So Sagittarius, welcome to one of the biggest weeks of the month. There's a lot happening. Let's get to it. On the 15th, we kick it off with the Sun sextiling Neptune, which is absolutely amazing. I really love this. You may feel a lot of just a lot of family energy, a lot of compassion at home as well, because this is, Neptune is in Pisces in your fourth house. But this is a day where I would encourage you. I know it's a Monday, but it's a really great day for going to see theater, to going, seeing and appreciating the arts, and maybe seeing an old movie, or, going to a museum. But really great day of inspiration, being inspired, especially with the arts, or just, having something that lets your imagination just go wild. I love this. And it really does set the tone for the week. It really does have there's a lot of compassion around this day. And you'll feel it throughout the week, especially because when we get to Thursday, that's when some things kick into high gear. And on Thursday, actually, Mercury sextile Saturn. This is huge. I would not be surprised if some of you move, okay? I would not be surprised if some of y'all think about, maybe buying real estate, or, have a roommate moving in, or something with your parents or children, because this is your fourth house. So Mercury, the planet of communication, okay? It is sextiling Saturn, which is, it brings this longevity, right? Commitment energy. There's this a lot of structure, stability that comes with Saturn, all right? And so, again, that is in your fourth house. Really interesting. It's really interesting what's happening for y'all. Mercury is in Capricorn. And so why I really like this is because it can work for work as well, for career as well. Mercury being in Capricorn in your second house. Now, don't forget, it's not just Mercury, but Mars is also in Capricorn. We are in Capricorn season. We have a stellium in Capricorn. And again, Saturn, with Mercury sextiling Saturn being Capricorn's ruling planet, it's a big day. So this is a day where I would not be surprised if you have an important conversation about something that you want for the future, some stability for the future, and just for foundations of your life. It's also a big day to sign contracts, okay? And should you be around this, and again, if you are in the process of maybe signing a contract, maybe even on a house, or a new job or a project, this is the day to do it, because the day after, Mercury will trine Jupiter. Now, this is huge. Jupiter expands. Jupiter is a planet of good fortune. Jupiter is your ruling planet. This is a really packed duo of a day of 2 days here. Really great day on, to give a speech, to negotiate things, to, excuse me, to even put messages out there that, things that you want to expand in terms of communication as well. But again, a lot of money activity that's happening for y'all. A lot of money activity in Capricorn ruling your second house of salary and income. Now, if you're not here for money, at all, it is the second house is like self-worth and value, and even possessions, like things like, in your material world, things that you value. So again, I know I just said that, so I just repeated it. That's how important that message is. I have to say it twice. So I really love this weekend for you. And then on the 20th, wow, this is when we kick things into really high gear. This is the big day of Pluto moving into Aquarius. Now, I'll probably do a separate video on Pluto and Aquarius, because that's something that, anyone can talk about for hours. This is so rare, okay? I can't underplay. This is hugely rare. Pluto moving into Aquarius, it's been 250 years. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius was the signing of the Declaration of Independence. That's how long it's been. And so that means not everyone on this planet has lived through Pluto and Aquarius, okay? So we get to live through Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto, all about empowerment, all about transformation, regeneration, being in a sign that's so future forward, that's so visionary, the humanitarian. So again, we will talk about this a lot more, but Pluto moving into Aquarius is your third house. And so you see how it's kind of snuggled with all this like Mercury activity, Mercury being the ruling planet for, you know, the third house. And third house is communication. It's reading, it's writing, it's you being on this bigger platform in terms of communication. It's also siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. So some of y'all actually would likely be moving, you know, with the fact that you have all this, you know, energy that's with Saturn in Pisces all year long in your fourth house, okay, your domestic sector. So in any case, again, we'll talk about this more, but just think a lot of power, a lot of authority, a lot of, you know, just transformation, all right, with Pluto moving into Aquarius. And it is, like, as I've been saying in every sign, it's your breakfast club moment, okay? None of those 5 students that walked into that school came out the same person. Okay. They all had their, you know, moments of transformation. They all had their personal revolutions. They all came out a better version of themselves. They all came out the person they were meant to be. All right. So this is a big aspect. Okay. Really, really big thing that's happening. But again, we'll talk a lot more about that later. But let's go ahead and get started, Sagittarius. See what's going on for you for January 15th to the 21st. Again, this is for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. And if you want to read for your moon and your Venus, you're absolutely welcome to if you want more clarity in those areas of your life, Sagittarius. Now, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really does give the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Sagittarius, wow. Yeah. Something new is happening. Okay? Something new is happening for you. Wow. Okay. So let's get started. It's been an interesting week for a lot of people. Listen, you got the 6 of Cups here. 6 of Cups, which is really interesting. I feel like you may have been going through moments of like nostalgia that's highly associated with this card, but this card is also Sun in Scorpio, and that happens to your 12th house. So that is that, like, the subconscious, it's intuition, it's a lot like hidden things going on up here. But there is this like gentleness with this card. This is a great card. This is all about sharing. A lot of kindness, a lot of protection that comes with this card. It is the biggest house in tarot. So it, you know, a lot of security, okay? A lot of security. But there is a sense of, there's just a lot of this, like a feel-good energy, okay? You know, with this also being the biggest house in tarot, like that home energy still comes up as well for y'all. But there is, again, more of this like nostalgia. It's almost like there's some things that may have resurfaced for you. Moments that brought you joy in the past are like really fueling you to move forward, or could be doing that for you this week. There's also a sense of that also putting you in like this happy place where you do recognize like almost like it's taken away all that stress. If you've gone through, you know, some stress or have been feeling like things have been like a little like wah for you, really putting you in this element of just like, again, like this feel good energy is what's coming through for me. And it is associated with this card, and there is a sense of like letting your hair down and with the 6 of Cups. Now, you go straight to the 7 of Wands. And so really interesting, because the 7 of Wands is all about valor. It's all about, you know, drawing a line in the sand, but also like protecting things that you've worked hard for. There's a sense that's, remember how I said, like, I talked about like self-worth and self-value. Especially this week, you know, again, a bundle of planets in Capricorn in your second house of self-worth and value and whatnot could be the major theme this week, okay? Because it seems like there is going to be a sense of something happening here where it's not exactly what you may want, all right? And I say that because you did get the Lover's card in your challenge area. So looking at this, it could be like defending a relationship or defending something that may be like, with the Lovers in your challenge area. Yeah, sure, there could be, maybe trouble in the waters when it comes to relationship. It can be love, romance. It can be career as well. There could be some career matters that where you're just like but it's almost like a sense of protecting your ego as well too. But there is, again, with the Lovers in your challenge area, there's even like maybe like a divorce coming up as well. I'm just reading the cards, okay? I'm not, this is just letting you know. But look at what else is happening. And this is why I say that, because you have the Four of Cups in your crown, and you have the Five of Pentacles in the root of your spread. And so it does feel like there is a sense of loss, and you're not happy about it. You're not happy with the situation too. So it could also be you that's ready for, like, you're the one who wants to bring on this breakup or letting something go. Okay. The Four of Cups is a card of like almost like dissatisfaction, and boredom is associated with this card as well. I'm just going to show you this. You see that he's got 3 full cups. The Hand of Spirit offering him a 4th cup. That cup is eye level. Like, he cannot not see it. Okay. Yet look at his reaction. He's crossing off his heart. And so you just got the 4 cups in your crown. And so there is a sense of this week, there may be something that you're not happy with, or you're upset with, or you feel like a sense of rejection, or you may be the person that wants to, not accept something because there's a sense of like, you don't want to regret something or like a decision you made. But even still, this is all about gratitude. This card is testing your gratitude. So it's saying like, how much gratitude are you willing to accept, in any circumstance that happens this week? It's all about raising your energy level and opening up your heart. Okay. Opening up your heart, and being grateful for everything that you have in your life. Even if there's a situation that happens this week where it's just like, I'm not happy with this, or this feels a little off for me. This is saying, while there may be things that happen that may not be something that, resonates with you, and it's not something that is ideal for you, it's still saying like, still be grateful for the things that you do have. Be grateful for the fact that you have a roof over your head, or be grateful for the fact that Netflix exists, or whatever it is, but raising your energy levels. Okay. You did get the 5 of Pentacles. So now if you look down your cross, you have the 4 of Cups, 7 of Wands, the Lovers in your challenge area, and now the 5 of Pentacles. So it does look like there is a sense of you, maybe going through something this week that could be, there's some sort of loss. Okay. Even like spiritual loss, like maybe you may feel a little like, I'm not sure which way I'm going, or something could happen where you're like, that really hurt, and I just did not expect that, or I'm not happy with it. But I want you to see here, the Pentacles are shaped in the form of an anchor. Okay. So this is like an anchor of hope that, if they weren't, these 2 people in this card, they're focused on their plight. And so they are so focused on their plight, they can't see there's support all around them. There's love all around them. And so there's also this, just look at your spread. There could also be, especially with the 4 cups in your crown, this refusal to see the support, or refusal to, seek support. But there is definitely going to be some shakeups for you this week. Okay. Especially if you feel that someone or something is holding you back, there may be a shakeup there. Okay. Or there could be a shakeup where you feel that you've been held back, or that you've been deserted. But there is going to be some sort of loss this week. But Do not focus on the loss. Focus on the gain. Focus on what you're going to gain. You have the Ace of Wands in your future again. Yeah. I don't know if you saw your last week's reading, but again. So the Ace of Wands, new opportunities, okay? New opportunities, new beginnings. You see the leaves sprouting from the wand here, all right? So planting seeds being planted, Ace is ushering in that new change, and then Wands being all about your passions and even creativity, your ideas as well, planting these ideas for this, just burgeoning future, blooming future. Wands, very work related as well. So it definitely can be work because remember, you have the Seven of Wands in the heart of your spread. So there could be some sort of loss here that you experience this week that may not, you may be fighting for it to keep it, but it may just happen. But on the other flip side is that if you have that gratitude, if you seek that support, if you're not focused on your plight and then crossing off your heart like that, there is this potential for, almost like this rebirth to a situation, or like recycle, like a cycle, okay? Like moving into this next phase or cycle of it. But all of this is up to you, though. It's how you move forward with it and the action that you take, okay? But just know that you have all this potential for this very promising new beginning, okay, that's coming through in your future. Sagittarius, let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what you think. I know that's so weird to say after like a message like that, but oh yeah, you are definitely going to have to, there is something holding you back. Okay, there is something holding you back. And I think it's like this is a week where you may have to really realize it or recognize it. Okay. Well, you did get the Six of Wands. Really, really amazing. It looks like that there is this, the Six of Wands is all about victory and it's all about success. And it seems like there is a sense of like, that's all you really want right now is to just kind of like rise above and, it's really moving forward, knowing that there's a lot of achievements to come. I would hold on to that energy too. Again, with the Ace of Wands in your future, this is all possible. And this is all something that you can focus on. And, you create your own reality, right? Like it was Einstein who said, match the frequency of the reality you want. You can't help but get that reality. So when I talk about like raising your energy levels and, vibrating at a higher frequency, it's really something to take away here. All right. It's really something to take away here. You always want to be vibrating at a really high frequency. And, gratitude is the highest vibration in the law of attraction. Okay. So it's really, being grateful for all the things that you have, but you have the devil again too. How interesting is that? Well, okay, if you saw your last week's reading, but you have the devil in your external factors area. And so it really could be, the devil represents, everything that you think that it's pessimistic thinking. It's, it's bad behaviors, it's addictions, it's, even like your shadow side coming out and just a lot of things that are, almost like draining your energy too. But it's also like doing things that, are probably not good for you. And you're going to have to, you see the chains here on the two figures. It's breaking free from those chains, doing things that that are maybe even being in a relationship that that's not good for you, and holding on to that. I'm going to show you something here. You've got the devil with the Lovers in your challenge area. Look at both of the cards. Okay, it's the same thing basically, right? And so. You see Archangel Raphael. You can see the devil mocking Archangel Raphael here. And so you see, let's call them Adam and Eve. You see Adam and Eve in both scenarios. So it does look like there may be something that you may have to, you may be trying to keep it. but it may not be the best thing for you. And because something is, once you get rid of that energy, you make room for all this, Ace of Wands energy. And then also the Ten of Cups. This is a card of like joy, of happiness, of happy family, happy home. Then it seems like that's what you want. Happy everything, right? This promising future, happy children, happy. And so it really is something that I feel like a lot of y'all, there could be a lot of big decisions this week, really big decisions, especially because you do have the Two of Pentacles in your final outcome too. Very interesting. Again, this is a week that's going to test your self-worth. Okay. It's going to test like how you value yourself, a lot of self-love as well, especially with the Lovers in your challenge area as well. That is like self-love energy, with the Lovers card, but you do have the Devil, which is Capricorn, and then the Two of Pentacles in your final outcome, which is Capricorn. Again, this entire week, remember, Stellia, a lot of planets in Capricorn, a lot of energy in Capricorn. Mars in Capricorn, okay? Mars itself has a lot of energy, and that is all in your second house of self-worth and self-value and money and salary. That's what the second house is. And you see, it is a Pentacles, okay? So money, salary. All right. So there could be a decision that you have to make. It seems like you may be in a situation this week that you've never been in before. It also seems like there is a sense of like you really have to let something go, or you could be, just be in this situation for a long time. You do see the infinity symbol bounding the Two Pentacles here. All right. And so there is this sense of like, sure, that like longevity, but in a way where you can't, there's so much imbalance in this card. You want to find that balance. And in order to find that balance, you have to let something go. You have to let something go. Ask yourself, is it worth fighting for? It's kind of like the biggest message. I'll even do a clarifier for you. I mean, let's see what's going on here. Yeah. You've got to let it go. Okay. So you did get the Death card. After the Two of Pentacles. And so as we know, the Death card is all about transformation. This is a transformational process. You are definitely moving into this big transformation. And the Death card is actually one of the best cards in the deck. All right. This is, you see the white rose, you see the white horse, purity, right? You see the sun coming out in the horizon. This is, again, with the Four of Cups, Seven, like looking down your cross. And now with seeing the Devil come up as well, there is going to be a sense of like, there may be a little bit of ego at play here. And I'm not saying that you have like a big ego or anything, but you do see the king knocked down. Okay. His crown knocked off too. And so you see the bishop, you see he, out of everyone here, didn't accept the change. And he got knocked down. So there is this transformation coming that is auspicious for you, but you have to accept it, okay? And there is something that you will have to let go, especially with the Devil in your external factors area, because it may just drain a lot of your energy. All right. So this is going to be Sagittarius. This is going to be a big week for you. But Death is actually ruled by Scorpio. Okay, so two things here. Remember what I said, Pluto is the ruling planet for Scorpio. Pluto is moving into Aquarius. So that's already at play as we move into, Pluto and Aquarius, right? So Pluto's already heavily at play here. Okay. Even before Pluto moves into Aquarius, Pluto is in Capricorn all week long still. Don't forget that. All right. So that could, again, play a big factor. Pluto in Capricorn, still your second house, self-worth and self-value, okay? And also salary and money. And so there may be some big change that is approaching in terms of that, all right? So that is a really big thing here. It's definitely like, Pluto moving into Aquarius again. This is all about transformation, and it's all for the better. Again, with the Death card in your final outcome, Ace of Wands in your future. So you see you're being set up into this transition, into this next cycle in your life that is promising. Okay, but there is going to be something that you'll be tested this week. Yeah. Just continue to move forward and find that balance. Okay. Find that balance and be willing to let something go. All right. Sagittarius, thanks so much for tuning in. If you know it, yeah, next, let's talk about next week. Next week, here's the thing. We do have a big full moon in Leo. And so full moons do bring culmination. And so you see, we're moving into that as for some new beginning for you and something ending for you. Okay. So we'll talk about that next week. All right. So Sagittarius, again, this will be a testing week, but just know you have a lot of promise. You're moving into this new area of your life. You just have to let something go. Okay. Make room for this auspicious new change coming into your life and look forward to it. Look forward to it. All right. So with that said, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. I'm very curious. And I'll see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye.